Hey everyone! Today I'd like to address an ongoing problem with the Runescape community, Runescape pronunciations. Since well before I can remember, the employees of Jagex created odd and sometimes confusing names for a lot of their cities, locations, and monsters. It sometimes makes you wonder how exactly they go about naming some of these things.
Here, Bobo, I need you to mash on this keyboard for a bit. Let's see what you got there. Yitmeshkot. Sounds like the name of a good fight cave monster. Good work, Bobo.
Problems stem not from the words itself, but the fact that Jagex refuses to publish any sort of pronunciation key to go along with their new words. That leads to confusing and sometimes stressful ventrilo conversations between two people trying to talk about the same thing.
Hey man, wanna go to Canifus?
Where?
Canifus.
Huh? What's that?
You know, the swamp and the werewolf people?
Oh, you mean Sinifes.
What?
This video will take a deeper look at some of the more confusing RuneScape terms and discuss the possible pronunciations of each. Unfortunately, I cannot give the correct way of saying each word because frankly my guess is as good as yours. First up, there's the city that's been a part of most pronunciation arguments, Ardi. But how do you say the full name? Should we go with Ardone, or possibly Ardugne, or Ardugny? One might also accept Frenchish pronunciations such as Ardune or Ardunois. Might I, however, suggest this pronunciation, which is simply the combination of four popular one-word exclamations, Ar, Do, Ug, Ni. Next up is everyone's favorite lobster fishing island, Karamj. Or wait, is that Karamj? Perhaps it was meant as more of a cheerleader chant along the lines of Karamj. Or maybe it's a combination of two superhero duos combined as one and formed into one suggestive word. The ambiguously gay duo and Men in Black bring you Karamj? Okay, no, let's just stick with Karamj. Then there's the biggest city of all free-to-play, commonly referred to as Varrick, and sometimes known as Varrick. But then you notice that the cooking guild is in Varrick, and it's possible that one of Jagex employees was a big fan of professional wrestling. So maybe the intended pronunciation was meant so that one could stand in the cooking guild and ask the question,
If you smell what rock is cooking?
Okay, probably not Varrick it is. Pronunciation confusion isn't limited strictly to RuneScape locations either. It's also affected the players themselves. You got guys like Zazima, or Zazima, or Zezima. Well, he probably has more pronunciation combinations than total levels. There's also deliberately misspelled names such as The Noob Show, which makes you wonder if it's supposed to sound like the misspelled words or actually what it says, such as Te no Abshau. One of the worst RuneScape names to pronounce is, well, my name. Popular opinion has led most people to calling me Excl, which unfortunately also happens to be the name of a piece of copyrighted Microsoft software. A lesser-known alternative has been to call me Excl, or Mr. Excl, but I'm not exactly sure what that is. My name actually comes from way back when the internet was invented. Desperate to find a new username, I looked for the first piece of inspiration I could find, which was the keyboard, and the exclamation point. Eventually that name got whittled down to Excl, but if we want to stick to origins, the pronunciation should probably be Excl. Okay, so Excl it is. Finally, we come down to the name of the game itself, Runescape. Most people naturally assume that this name comes from runes and scapes, which forms the word RuneScape. But maybe it's possible that the first version of the game was actually called Scape, and to make it sound more internet-savvy, they took the E from eBay and tacked it on to make Escape. Naturally, to run the game, they would have to type Run Escape. Then again, it's possible the designers of this game foresaw the addictive nature of the game and therefore named the game itself Run Escape. There are likely a lot more words to discuss, but those are for future videos. So until then, sayonara. This video will take a deeper look at some of the more confusing RuneScape terms and discuss the possible pronunciations. Why can't I say that? Possible pronunciations.